Hi and welcome to Silver Soul Tarot. Today we are going to do a general reading with a new deck of cards. So I bought it a few days ago when I was out and about in Folkestone. Not that it really matters about anyone or to anyone. And I've had a little play and get to know. Now this is a normal, I say normal set of tarot cards, but it's called the Law of Attraction and it does need to be read quite specifically to the imagery. The major arcana are pretty much the same, but the minor arcana are slightly more well, it's about what you're attracting into your energy field. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Jo. If you're a returning viewer, hey there. If you are a subscriber, much love. Let's crack on, shall we? Let's take some cards. So we've got the King of Wands. He's sitting there with his under his light, with his hot cocoa. Very much a man of the world, resting. You know, very knowledgeable, very comfortable sitting there with his hot chocolate. I say hot chocolate, it could be coffee, but let's face it, it's probably a cocoa based drink for night time, a milk based drink. The next two cards, because I've got two cards, is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands in this deck is a little bit more about putting in some hard work. I don't know if you've ever whisked anything, let alone by hand, whether that's egg whites, you know, cream, or it doesn't matter what the actual thing is. It takes a lot of work to whisk by hand. So there's a lot of work being put in here. A lot of energy's been used, expelled and worked. Okay, it probably has taken a lot to get to that sort of level. Then you've got the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is sowing your seeds. You know, you've cleared the land and now you're ready to start planting for the next lot of abundance, the next harvest. Okay, so it might have been something you maybe put a lot of time in preparing for or manifesting your next abundant harvest. It's probably the best word to say. You've got the Fool, okay, so taking that leap of faith, taking that step forward on a new journey. As you can see in this one, he's kind of straddling between light and dark. It's up to you, depending on which way you think you're going, but it's like, yeah, you have to go through a darkness. A darkness, it's not a bad thing, but going through a bit of a night time, because there's beauty in looking up at the stars at night and the moon at night, just as much as there's a beauty in the sun illuminating everything in the daytime. But it's a Fool. It's taken a leap of faith, a new journey, followed by sort of trusty cat in this one rather than dog. That's the only difference. You got the Six of Swords. Now the Six of Swords is about taking that leap of faith. Okay, so this is a real, again, taking a leap of faith. Do you trust that the universe is going to catch you? Okay, do you trust that these three guides, spirits, angels, friends, family, I don't know, 3, 2, 1 when I said that, these people, you view them however you wish, label them however you wish, but are you willing to take that jump and trust that you're going to be caught? I'd rather look at it that way than the other way, if you understand what I mean. Let's crack on. Then we've got the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is all about reaching the top financially. Now obviously here you got the euro sign. That's just purely monetary symbol. It doesn't mean you have to be in the EU to appreciate that. I'm not even in the EU, so we need to look beyond that. But it's about reaching that financial stability. Okay, it's like reaching the top of that ladder. See here where you've taken that step, maybe even that leap, you're going to reach the top of the ladder and be on top of your game, be financially secure, if that's how you see that card specifically. Doesn't have to be. There's nothing here that would really necessarily suggest it's purely financial, but it's definitely going to be something of the same ilk. You got the Strength card. Okay, this in this deck, the Strength and I believe it's the Justice card. Is it the Justice card? Yeah, it's not Judgment, it's Justice. are in the actual original tarot situation. So they've been switched. So it's not 8, it's 11. But yeah, the strength card is it speaks for itself. The strength, the confidence, and that even in your most vulnerable state, your most loving state, your most nurturing state, that eye is always there watching. Okay, always got that support network around you. The protection is always there. It's quite a beautiful card, actually. You got the Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords is having that self-imposed prison type energy. There's a sense of vulnerability. Nurturing, again, will help you there, nurturing yourself. But there's that sense of vulnerability, that sense of fear almost, and just very, low energy vibes. But it's self-imposed. That dome is made of glass. It's see-through. You can see through it. You can see out. You can see in, obviously. But you're kind of there, and you can break yourself out at any point. Like, there's nothing holding you in there. There's no chains. There's no, iron bars or anything. This is all self-imposed isolation. You got the Empress card. Okay, hold that up a little bit more so you can see it. The Empress, birthing that new cycle, that abundant new beginning. Could be something you've been manifesting, something you've been journaling. There could be some sort of communication, whether that's you writing or someone writing to you. Medium, irrelevant really. But yeah, it's about creating this new beginning, and it comes under the Fool. So it's something you've been creating, something you've been putting some work into. But are you ready to take that leap of faith? Are you ready to, hit send or hit play? I did want to say hit play or hit record even. Do you know what I mean? Like, there was a time when I was sat there going, do I, don't I, practicing. And, there came a time where I had to actually just upload a video and keep going and keep doing it. And that's what I'm doing now. Do you know what I mean? Like, every YouTube creator and channel started off with one video. Every Instagram influencer started off with one post. You've always that sense of that first step towards your abundance. There you go. There's the Queen of Pentacles, and the imagery is pretty self-explanatory. She's like, yeah, bitch, carrying my suitcases. There's that. She may be, I'm slightly exaggerating there, but it's having that sort of strutting your stuff, having that assistance behind you, even though he doesn't necessarily look particularly happy with her. If I bring him right up, he does have a slightly offish look to him, but you've got that person following you around and doing your almost like a butler. But it's about having that power, and I don't mean that in like abusive sense, but money talks. And she's speaking quite loudly with a miniature dog, and she's very much living that sort of lifestyle. She's living the lifestyle she's become accustomed to, and that's what this new beginning is going to lead you towards. Not just financially, at the top of your game, but you'll there's no faking it till you make it. You make it, but you've just got to break through this glass dome. You can see all around this glass dome. The only thing, obviously is the ground you're sitting on or standing on. And it's the same with him. All he can see is this ground he's standing on. The rest is all open sky and potential and stars and moons and trees and mountains to, climb, and he's just going to go for it. You've just got to take that leap of faith. You've put in some work. Write in the comments below how this resonates with you. We've got it's the Page. It's not the Knight. It's the Page of Cups. Okay, you could be having an offer. Someone ringing your doorbell, literally. It could be a romantic offer, or it could just be something that you're going to love, offering you something fortuitous, something that's going to help you on your way. And maybe having someone, I'm going to put it there so we can get another card out. It could be an offer of someone to help you on your way, to help you up that ladder. Maybe it's this dude, you know, I'll come and I'll be your cheerleader. I might question what you're doing every now and again and wonder if you're if I made the right choice, but I'll always have you back. The next card out is the Ten of Cups. Yeah, look, there's that rainbow over the nice big house. She's sitting there, you know, in her true glory. You know, there's no shame, there's no embarrassment. She's worked hard for what she's got and she doesn't care. And she's just enjoying, she's reaping her rewards. She's enjoying what she's cultivated. Okay, that's where that confidence comes as well from the Strength card there. Yeah, so now you've got the Nine of Cups. There's achievement. Again, I don't think you're going to get here on your own. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but I think you've got some help. Whether it's on, you know, this side of the veil or the other side of the veil. But, you know, there's these 3 extra hands. There's these 3 people. There's these extra cheerleaders kind of egging you on and cheering you on and going, go for it, go for it. And then you get that achievement. You get the reward. You get the cup. You get the trophy. Interesting. Always be careful of the devil. Okay. It's interesting. The devil is what is holding you back. It's that sense of ego of telling you you're not good enough. You know, you're too weak. You don't have this strength you think you've got. You're never going to achieve this. That's the devil. That's that ego holding you back. Obviously, there's Capricorn there as well. Just in case that resonates with anyone. But yeah, don't listen to the devil. It's okay to be aware of where he is and keep an eye on him, and you know, but he's not there to help you the way these 3 supporting hands are. Is it angel? Is it friendship, family? Take this as it resonates. Let's take a couple more. So we've got the Chariot. Yes, look at that, incoming. Whenever I see this Chariot card, it looks like it's coming out of this swirl of smoke. And that swirl of smoke to me is like a portal. So if you imagine jumping into this portal, you've got that round energy here, that round energy there. Even the dome's circular. Even the Euro is somewhat circular. Yeah, then you go through the portal, and when you come out the other side, it's that victorious energy. But it's definitely a speed. You know, like the momentum is speeding up quite nicely, and it's going to take you there quite quickly when you break free of whatever this devil energy is, this self-doubt, self-loathing, or, you know, bad talk, talking bad about yourself, because you've done the work. That's the thing, you've done the work. I wonder if you've been guided by someone. Again, look, I mean, there's that sort of sunshine, not sunshine, but that light. You've been guided and you've put in the work. That's the thing here. You've done the work. You just need to take that leap of faith. I don't want to say time's running out, but I don't want to. But you know, it's a sense of timing. With the 6 of Cups, there you've obviously got the I won't call it egg time. It's a sand timer thing. Like, there's less in the top than there is in the bottom. So there's this like journey with there as well with the compass imagery. You could be literally physically moving. I mean, there's actual physical movement there. Even climbing up the ladder is a physical movement, and she's strutting her stuff. Yeah, there could be a physical movement here towards something that you've been working on. Or it's the energy just moving, you know. The sands of time keep flowing. So you've got to take that. It's almost like nothing changes if nothing changes. You've got to take that next step, that next leap. The last. What's the word I was thinking of? It's the last not stand. It's the last time you'll have to sort of, that's 3 cards, I don't want 3 cards. It's the last time that you're really going to have to trust and just go for it. You know, do you want to watch yourself from afar all the time as a shadow, or do you actually want to be that person living the life that you've been dreaming of? You can dream all day long, forever and ever and ever, but you know, you can also be that person and live in that energy. You got the 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups there is just, to me, is about stability. Okay, it's about foundations. It's about longevity. You look back at the ancient Greeks and Italians, you know, the Romans. The buildings they built are still there. They, you know, they may not be usable. They may be somewhat still ruins, but you know, the longevity of their buildings are still there. I mean, I live near a 13th century castle. It's in ruins. You can still go in there, but you can't go in the whole thing. But it's been restored and, you know, work's been done on it. But the building, you know, it's meant to withstand sieges and, you know, hardships and things, which is exactly what you're built for. You're meant to deal with. Life's not ever going to be easy. You're meant to deal with the hardships that come with it, but you've got the strength to do it. You've got the stability, the foundations to do it, to deal with it. It's time to take that leap of faith. I'm going to leave it there and say thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.